This
Yeah, just
episode
be
of the
weird.
Lured Up podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here at the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community. You can join our community of supporters over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers with various benefits, but all patrons will gain access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. We do our weekly Zoom call for like 8-9 years now. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a highlight of the week for
It
sure.
is wild to think that we've done this
I
for
know.
so long.
It's so wild knowing that everyone was just floating heads at one point, and now we're all friends in real life. it's people
That's
are
true.
real. They're made up of molecules and stuff. But yeah, head over to patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. You can support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for podcasting, Pokemon, and the community over here at the Pokemon Professor Network. All right, let's do it.
That's where the guitar riff comes in.
What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 350, milestone episode of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today's Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle, and this is streaming on a bunch of platforms. Hey, live audience, how are you? Hi. We got some people already here in the Twitch chat. Likeable Monster, Nick is here, Fisher J, Pure Lighter, Leo, Kate, gang.
Nick's here?
People, we've been live for
Nick
1
coming in
minute, and they
strong.
are here. Thank you, y'all. Appreciate you so incredibly much. It means the world to us. Adam, what's going on? How was your week of life and Pokemon?
My week has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yesterday, Ashton and I were just like chilling out, and out of nowhere, we got 100%, or maybe it wasn't yesterday, it was Monday night, but we were just like chilling out, and I opened my phone, I catch a random Rhyhorn. It has like 1,400 and something CP. I just catch it and I look at the stat. I'm like, it's 100%.
A house hundo?
Yeah,
That's
yeah. And then Ashton, I was like, jump in, like, catch this Rhyhorn, and then he got it and he got one, and then he evolved it all the way up, and I'm like, it ended at 3,200 CP as a Rhyperior.
Wow, nice.
Just like naturally, and I was like, that's so strong. And then I looked at his guys, and he's got like a lucky one that's powered up, but it's like not very good. And I'm like, all right, let's work on this one. This one's the best one.
Nice. No,
so it was a good feeling.
Awesome. Dude, that's crazy. House hundo is nuts. I've never had a house hundo. House shiny, especially when I'm in the bathroom. Fantastic.
We were out.
Never a house hundo.
We were out the other day, I think Monday as well. And then he caught a hundo in the wild of a Phantump, and mine ran from me because I had the Go Plus going.
See where you're going with this.
I didn't even know it was until, so I was so frustrated.
Like, hey, Dad,
are you serious?
What's it mean when there's 3 stars? Oh, that's so funny.
What's it mean when everything's red? Is that bad?
Nice. Did I break
No,
it?
I was actually going over with him too, because I was asking him, because we were doing some max battles, and I was like, okay, so if it's like each section is 5 points, so if you look at it and it looks like one tick down, that's 14. I was like, another tick, 13.
He's like, Dad, 12. This is too hard. Tell them to just show the number.
No, so
remember remember when the community was like, show the number? Like that was like the big concern. Everyone, when they changed it, they're like, why don't you just show the number? People that like didn't understand that that's not really something that's ever kind of overt. Sorry.
Well, no, it's okay. And in addition to that, I caught 2 shiny Phantoms though. So like, he was upset that he didn't get a shiny one, but I would think I was more upset that I didn't get the hundo.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it was. It was just randomly, like, just caught it, and I'm like,
Well, that's like the mistake people make of just looking at your Go Plus journal, and seeing like things that have run away, and it's like, dude, just don't even look. It's not good.
Listen, I've been going on walks. I've been doing routes every day, except for today. It was started to rain, and I didn't have like rain gear. I mean, my poncho from New
Go
Jersey
Fest.
was still in the bag. It's actually probably in the bag.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get this show started. Really quick. If
But anyways, I've been doing a lot of exercise. I've been like
yes,
walking, and I've been doing a lot of routes, and I've been doing Palkia, like so the adventure effect. I've been doing my daily incense. I've been like
you've been
playing the
burning
game.
Palkia candy not during an event. That's a
Listen,
bold
I'm doing
strategy,
raids.
Cotton.
I know, but I'm doing raids and any like the extra like research tasks because I'm in like masterwork or whatever the final thing is.
Yeah.
Once you need to do 100 tasks, so anything rare candy related, I'm just getting those and I'm just dumping rare candies back into Palkia. And it's like I'm only using it for 20 minutes, so it's not like I'm burning it.
So 20 candy,
I have a limit.
dust.
I have a limit.
No, well, that dust is scarce for you. You're always like dust poor.
Yeah, but I can drop a star piece. I can catch things. Like there's a method to the madness.
All right. Well, bunch more people here in the chat. Monkey Bread's here. Glaw, is it ads from New Zealand
Hey,
here?
it's Blame awesome. Jamal's birthday
It
today.
is Blame Jamal's birthday. Happy birthday,
Huge
Jamal.
happy birthday.
Yes, Jamal from the Way Spotters. Go over to the Way Spotter socials. Wish Jamal a happy birthday. I think he's 24 today.
Like he looks good.
Dude,
good.
I love it. I love hanging out with Jamal because then I don't have to be the
good.
old guy. Otherwise, I'm always the old guy. All right, but if you are watching this on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. That means you get a free sub every month. We'd love it if you cashed it in on us or anyone in the Pokemon Go space, but do that. Give it away. It's free money for creators. Support the creators without having to dig any deeper in your pocket. But we got a lot to cover on today's show. We're going to recap. Yeah, we're going to recap last week. We had GMAX Inteleon Phantom Ruins, that third Merriment event. And we're going to prep for GoFest Global. We've got just over a week. So we're going to have to put the blinders on a little bit and get prepped for the event. And hopefully everybody's bags and balls have recovered. Because I saw a couple ball checks online the other day, and people were like, "Yo, I'm still hurting for Pokeballs." And it's like, dude, you better go to a restaurant that has a bunch of stops because you need to stock up because nothing's worth. Like last year, it was brutal because we had a week between, so it was like you had very little time to recover your resources. Now you had a couple weeks. Get on that.
Well, theoretically, anybody that was in Paris, does not have.
Yeah, exactly. They have it. They have it that time. Yeah, we had the benefit of that.
Well, I guess you still is.
Yeah. Well, Ancient Recovered is coming, and it got a little bit more exciting. Actually, a lot of bit more exciting with the release of some additional news. Hyper Training and gold bottle caps coming to the game. So plenty to unpack there. If you want it, you got to dig in them pockets. So hope you're ready to spend between your spending and then after your spending and then before you're spending. Yeah, big price tags. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, they're spending before spending. Yeah.
Pokemon Go and MLB Major League Baseball have partnered up for some cool stuff this summer. It offers up some very exclusive items that could be a really cool flex, especially if you are a baseball fan. So we'll talk about that. And we have new details on the road trip and mixed feelings from the community. Some are feeling a little underwhelmed. I want to talk about it, and I'll preemptively remind people that with an event like that, in my opinion, the best part of that event is going to happen off the screen. So people are like,
yep, 100%.
People are like worried about the raids and the spawns. It's like, yo, this is not a Go Fest. This is a community get together kind of thing.
It's like I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see it around here. Like, if something came to, I don't know, like Portland, Maine, like something kind of ridiculously, and just because there's no events in Maine, so like it would be cool if there was something in Maine, and that's a pretty big area. I don't know if I would definitely travel for it. I would travel the hour.
Yeah, but people are like, I'm not traveling for these spawns. It's like, dude, this
I think the event itself, if it's within an hour, I would travel and just enjoy it because you're going to be with like-minded trainers, just like GoFest. You're going to have fun.
No, I agree. I agree.
To be out there.
It's like Philly Free Streets, man. It was a vibe. It was a normal day of spawns. There was nothing added to the game. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter. So
I like wish we could go back and
yeah.
like visually see what the game looked like.
Yeah, I
and
have
like our
screenshots, dude.
walking.
Dude, my Facebook memories, I go back and look all the time. I see like the square looking stacked gyms, the bubble strat, all the blissies. I see that all the time. And I'm like, I remember like I had the 2016, it was August 2016 memory of like me being in Red Bank, and I'm like, hello, Red Bank. And it's like a picture of the game board, and there's like 5 stops. And I'm like, hello, baby. Like I was like, yeah, it's such a sick place to play. You go there now and it's like Mecca. It's amazing. But yeah, let's continue this year. Yeah, MLB have partnered up, cool flexing stuff. We'll talk about it. And then Global's just a week away. So we'll prep there. There's some things you're gonna want to figure out based on the habitats, based on the spawn pools for each habitat, when you're gonna want to really focus your gameplay. Events like this at Global, it's easy to be like, hey, let's take a lunch break now. But if that lunch break for you falls in a habitat time that you want to focus on, it could throw things off. So we'll prepare for habitats and get into all that stuff.
I'm excited to dig into the habitats.
Yes, but let's talk Phantom Ruins. We had that last week, and Inteleon, GMAX. Were you able to do any? Will you even consider remote raiding?
No, no. Lots got sent to me, and but here's the caveat: is that because I couldn't attend the 2 to 5 meetup, I was like, I'm gonna be there around like 11, and let's just say there was like 3 of us that were, or 4 of us, because Ashton was with me. There was like 4 of us that could like be there. But if I shout out to Raber and everybody that jumped in remotely off of invites, because it was a struggle at first, because it was like I got like 6 or 7 that came, and then it was like 13, 14, and then like half of them dipped.
I have to ask though, does this change your opinion at all, being on the receiving end of remotes? You're not the one spending on remotes. You're just benefiting from the air support, right?
No,
did it change your perspective at all?
I have empathy for the trainers that helped me. Like, they had to spend money to help me, and that felt very selfish of me to be like, hey, everyone, join this raid. Like, that's what it felt like to me. So like, I have a little, I don't know what word I want to say, but like maybe like resentment.
No, I know what you're saying. Guilt. It's called guilt.
Guilt. Yes. But like, I feel that because all those trainers that had to remote in to help.
All right. But counterpoint here, if it was just a regular raid, legendary, whatever, would you have that same guilt? You're asking for a remote raid pass?
No.
Okay.
Because that's been in the game. That's a thing.
But now remember, you could earn 1,600 particles a day without paying anything. So for the first 2 of those raids that people could be potentially remoting on the day, it's no different financially than a remote raid. So it's only when you get to
right, but it's still
GMAX number 3.
So hypothetically, if they remote in, okay,
yeah,
let's just say they only have 800. They're not going out today. They remote in, and then they get 100%, and they want to invest particles. They have to wait, like, or spend money.
Okay, I see that. I see that. However, the money for some may be worth it. Like, there's been plenty of times where, like, of course I don't want to spend on the game, right? But I do it. And sometimes it's okay with me because I'm like, this satisfies my need and desire. I'm okay buying into this process right now for the convenience factor, or the only way I can accomplish this is if I do this remotely. I'm not going to miss it. So I'm okay with the spending. So you don't need to feel bad on my behalf when I remote out, because this is such a first world willing thing to do. You know what I mean? It's like, the person at home is like, honey, I can't pay the mortgage. I need these Kyogres. Maybe for
Listen,
that person,
I
right?
had a remote. I had one remote pass, and it was like I don't know. Wherever Inteleon came out first, I got invited to one. So I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." And I clicked it to see where it was, and it was in like
It was a mile
I
away.
don't know, Germany or something. No, it was way across or something like that. I don't know. And oh, I forget who invited me. I met him in he's a listener. I met him in Barcelona, but he invited me, and I was like, I really want to do this, but I was like, I'm not willing to drop the remote raid pass. I'm
Yo,
not
you
willing.
played the lobby out though. They're like, "Yo, Adam's here," and it's like, "No, where'd he go?" 10 seconds
No, I
left.
didn't go in.
Oh,
I
okay.
just to go and
I
see
thought you
where
were.
it was from.
I thought you were chilling in the lobby with everybody. Yo, what's up? Look at the fit. Peep the mega.
No,
Yeah, I
absolutely
got a
not.
mega evolution going right now. Yeah, peace. You vanish like that meme. That dude is just like turns transparent. That's well. Look, man. I still haven't found a true negative on the remote GMAX, and believe me, still way champion and pro of IRL gameplay. But I haven't found any negatives yet. So as long as that continues, it'll
I
be
don't know.
okay.
It just doesn't feel right. That's all
I
that's
feel
all
you.
I have to say
I
about
feel you.
it.
Feel you.
But like I said, it was a struggle. I was able to get one out of the two I did because the first one ran, and it was like I was hitting
Yeah, when you
great
told
throws.
me it ran, I was like,
Golden
that's
Raz.
rough.
I was so upset. I was like, I swear, if I don't get enough people to do a second one, and then it was a struggle. It was
Well,
like
your
it would be
son
like
caught
four
his,
people
right?
both times.
Love it. Love it. It's so funny.
But I threw the ball, whatever, and I caught the second one. I finally got it. I was like, you know what? I'm actually spending money on a mushroom right now, only to solidify that. And like that hurt. That hurt. It's like I could have just easily remoted instead of buying a mushroom,
Yeah.
which is very expensive. Like that was
400.
it was honestly it was stupid. It's the
Well, especially if you're
stupidest
only doing
item.
one. Like you want to try to stack
Yes.
your battles,
Yeah, if I had 3 or 4 that I was
Yeah.
gonna do, it makes sense. I didn't plan on buying the mushroom. I had coins, but I did have to spend $1 to get, like, the exact coins I needed. But it's just like it was just so frustrating, and it was like, but I need people to know that I'm serious because
Yeah.
whoever was also with me also dropped a mushroom, so it was like, "Okay, we got 2 mushrooms, we got 6 people, 7 people, 8 people, 13 people, 16 people." I'm like, "Alright, let's go."
Well, I
Um,
think it's a testament to how powerful the mushroom is, right? Because I never really need to use them to get through the raids. I'm fortunate enough to have full lobbies, right? So when I'm doing GMAX that's packed, there's plenty of
of
people throwing
course.
mushrooms down. And it's like, why? We have 40, or whatever. But for a group of 10, the mushrooms could be the difference, right? The mushrooms can really make it work. So I don't know. I did get a remote pass in my research breakthrough this week, so I do feel like I'm really good at this game now because that was a highlight of my week for sure. All right, we got to move on. Yamper's
Alright.
Paw Prints is coming up. This is like an interesting one because it's a super short event. Friday, June 20th to 22nd, so it's kind of just over the weekend, kind of, piling over Jangmo-o. But Yamper and Bolton coming to the game. Double dust for the weekend, which is nice. Increased chance on Shiny Snubble, Poochyena, Furfrou, bunch of dogs, and all that good stuff. Yada, yada, a yada. But here, Ancient Discovery.
The
This is what I
Furfrou is
want to
really
talk
good.
about. Yeah, this is what I want to talk about. Because we had these details on Ancient Discovery last week. But what they announced over since we recorded last was hyper training. And we had saw this, kind of rumor mill, data mined, all that crap. We don't really get into data mines and all that stuff anymore. One, because there's so much honeypots and all that kind of crap. And two, because
Against the TOSs.
it's against the TOSs. And also it's like, dude, preserve some of the magic, enjoy enjoy the surprise. The surprise is nice. Surprise feels good. But hyper training, a new way to power up Pokemon, arrives during Ancients Recovered. This is huge. May I say huge to the game. Something that it's one of those things like people have always wanted, but they're like, how could they implement it and what will it be? Well, now we have the details, and they kind of made an announcement over the weekend on the NAIC stream. They talked about this and showed some video footage even of how it's going to work. But there is the way that they're delivering this to us. It's pretty interesting. So we already have the June Go Pass, right? We already have that we're, progressing the level 100 to get our lucky trinket. And then there's the 100 extra levels on that just to start us. All right. So we're progressing through that now. There's going to be another Go Pass, which is only going to be available from the 23rd to the 29th during the Ancients Recovered event. It's going to function the same way. You'll get a free one. You'll have your free track for the Ancients Recovered Go Pass. But there's also going to be a deluxe version. And now the deluxe version, $20.
A deluxe.
$19.99.
$20.
Trainers looking for an upgraded rewards and a powerful event bonus can upgrade their free Go Pass to the Go Pass Deluxe. And this is where things get really interesting, because this is going to be similar to how the lucky trinket is the prize. Here you're going to have the golden bottle cap. But let's talk about what else is in here. Random encounters with all the Reggies with special backgrounds. Encounters with Dapper Pikachu. That's the top hat Pikachu with the different colors, bands on it for the teams like we saw at GoFest. Stardust XP, Pokeballs, candy, even more goodies. And then if you upgrade, you get some avatar items for Zacian and Zamazenta, premium items, lucky egg, incubator, lures, and all that kind of stuff. But what's really big about it, there's different bonuses on the milestones. It's like not terribly exciting. Hyper training. And
it's just a bunch of Stardust.
It's just Stardust. Hyper training, new way for people to, or trainers to increase a Pokemon's HP, attack, and defense. Now, this hyper training is coming by way of gold bottle cap. Gold bottle caps are not the only type of bottle caps in the Poke universe, right? Gold bottle caps are like these ultimate versions. So this is like a big deal, because what it's going to let you do is increase without limit up to all three of the Pokemon's stats: attack, defense, HP. And they show like a little video of Eevee kind of, setting the goals of where you want to set your hyper training level. So let's say you're building a perfect PvP spec Pokemon and you have a Nundo and you need a 2, 14, 15 or whatever. You can set those parameters, and then based on whatever hyper training levels you put in, that will then initiate hyper training tasks. And they do show what that looks like in this little video.
Can you imagine somebody just doing like one dash and then hitting like go? And it's like,
I'm sure someone that'll be JREC Wolf. It'll just be like,
or taking a 0%.
No, look,
I want to see that. I want to see somebody take a 0% and get it to 100%.
Adam, have you happened to look at our Twitter?
I mean, because like it's got to be.
Did you look at our Twitter?
I haven't looked at our Twitter.
Oh, well, geez Louise, Adam, you should, because I made a post that we're going to be doing a campaign called Nundo to Hundo, baby. And I'm going to take my Rockstar. I have a Nundo Rockstar Pikachu. And I'm going to take the Nundo Rockstar Pikachu from 000 to 15, 15, 15. So I will be getting delivered the maximum hardness, the maximum amount of tasks possible. You have a year to complete the hyper training tasks. Let's just hope that this is a true feeling of difficulty in this game. Don't gate me by the calendar. Like, nothing will be worse if they're like, catch a Pokemon on 180 days. It's like, no, don't do that. It's the worst possible scenario, in my opinion. But something like catch 1,000 Pokemon, catch 2,000 Pokemon, evolve 1,000 Pokemon, give me 2,000 excellent throws, something. These are like, I want the ticker. I want the little thing every time I catch a Pokemon to show me counting, like the little notification at the bottom of the screen. It's so satisfying. I hope these tasks are difficult. And it shows here like spin 75 Pokestops with, you know, the hyper training Pokemon as your buddy. Like, so the tasks are great here, but
It's very specific. And
yes.
then again, this is cool because this adds to that, you know, partnership of a Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Like if you're increasing attack stats, the task will be
Pun
with
intended.
battle alongside your trainee while they're your buddy. Defensive tasks, it says strengthening the bond with your buddy Pokemon trainee by playing together, exploring, and catching. So I'm sure there's going to be tasks related to that. And then HP, it's explore alongside as your buddy. This can include spinning Pokestops, earning buddy candy, and other adventures. So I thought of your Cinderace when you were saying that like Cinderace may have not have been on your favorite Pokemon radar, right? But then you got this hundo and you spent all this time walking it because you wanted to get the candy. And it's like, before you know it, you're talking about Cinderace all the time. You're like, yeah, this is like my buddy. This is a true friend, right? Like I'm really bonding with the Cinderace. I do like this because that immersion of the dedication to experiencing the game with that Pokemon, especially if this is like a year-long thing, that's great. I think that's super cool. I think it gives a little bit of intention behind who you have as your buddy. Like, you know, for me, I have a bunch of Blissies that I'm just like constantly walking as my buddy because I'm just going best buddy with all my Blissies. So it's like, it's fun to have something else to go to, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm super excited for this. I'm cut from the cloth catching Pokemon right now, where if it's a 14, 15, like it might as well be like a 1-1-1. Like I just want, if it's not a hundo or a nundo, it's like I don't transfer, you know, I don't care. So I'm gonna, you know, this is gonna cause me to like.
I witnessed this firsthand. I thought we were gonna have a lot of trades for Hawlucha, and he got rid of all of them.
Like 2 minutes before you asked the trade, I'm like, bro, I just brought up my search string, 800 Pokemon. Get out of here. So good. Oh man. So funny, but no.
He's laughing. I'm not.
Hyper training is going to be awesome, dude. I'm so excited. I'm so hyped on this. I think it's going to be really cool, and it's going to make the Ancients Rediscovered event actually, or Recovered event, whatever it's called. It's going to make it actually good. I was not excited for the Reggies otherwise, so this gives good reason to be.
It'll be
excited.
like all the ending tasks will be like battle in a raid, battle in 2 raids, battle in 3 raids,
battle 1 Reggie,
4,
battle 2 Reggies,
battle each individual Reggie.
Look, I don't know what it is, but I do hope it's difficult. I do. I was going to say it. I'm going to say it anyway. I do hope it was hard. I hope it's really hard. No, let's be cautiously optimistic here. This is just a really cool new mechanic to stay kind of engaged with the game. So like daily tasks, I wish the game, and this could be a great delivery method, give me daily tasks, but make them more than catch a Pokemon.
Did you say daily tasks?
Deli bird
like
tasks? Like the time gates have got me so kind of just blah. Like I do not, they're so boring. Like it's so ridiculously boring and frustrating. Even if it's catch one Pokemon, like catch an Oddish today. You know what I mean? Like
catch an Oddish tomorrow.
Give me purpose here. Give me intent. I want to be able to play this game with intent. Really quick, Jangmo-o is this weekend on the 21st. Yeah.
2 to 5 p.m.
2 to 5 p.m. Triple
if you're lucky.
XP and double catch candy.
It might be shiny.
Are the events. No, this is a good one, man. A lot of people. It's a holdout for a lot of people. A lot of people that don't hatch eggs. You know, it's things like that. So, and of course they moved it. I did notice then, we're going to talk about it when we talk about global. One of the like rare Pokemon in one of the habitats is Jangmo-o. I'm like, really? Right after Community Day? Like that's the chase in the habitat? Come on.
Right before Community Day. Yeah. And that was cool. Like I got one shiny and I was like, oh, Community Day's coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, Adam, let's take a break. And when we come back, we can talk about global, talk about how we're going to prep
a home run.
And a home run. We're going to talk about a home run. The MLB thing. Yeah, we'll talk about the MLB thing. And
yeah.
And we'll hit a home run there, and then we'll talk about global, because I got plans for global. If you're in Jersey, I might see you. on Global because I'm going to be out
If
there
you're in
playing.
Rochester, I might see you.
Love it. Love it. All right. We'll be back right after this. Hi, chat. Scipio says, if we can obtain the bottle cap before GoFest Global, at least that grind will get hyper training tests off to a good start. Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. It is a timed item, like the Lucky Trinket. So like it's like a use it or lose it kind of deal. So you should figure out what you want to use it on before you get it, so you don't have to like be.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was looking through my stuff, and I'm like honestly, I think
this is like a great opportunity for like a Shundo, Rayquaza or something like that with a background. Like, come on, like you can really make something awesome here.
Like you traded me a shiny Machamp that's Gigantamax. Like that's something, but like I already have a Hundo.
Yeah, but that's a cool flex though.
Fully powered up.
Yeah.
And it's I actually have 2 Hundos. Dude, I have a Shadow Hundo. I have a normal Hundo.
Dude, I still don't even have Hundo Kanto starters in any capacity. Not a single one. The worst. Absolutely the worst.
I just got the Dynamax Blastoise.
All right. All right, we'll talk about MLB. Mel B from the Spice Girls. Going to pull up our Twitter. What are Adam's Nundos? Casa de Cubone in the chat. Oh, Joe in the chat says Zygarde. Dude, the mythicals are a good play for the hyper training because
Zygarde.
You only got one shot, Let me just see what this looks like on screen here.
Okay, so I have the Pikachu with the Umbreon hat as a 0%. I have the Christmas Pikachu. I have both Christmas. I have the Christmas with the winter white coat and the black top hat. I have the Christmas with the Santa hat and the wreath necklace thing. Those are Nundos. I have Oddish, Nidoran, Ponyta, Mankey. Ooh, I have the 0% Snorlax from the pub crawl from GoFest Seattle.
Yep.
He's wearing the cowboy hat.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pull. I have that up right now on my phone. Boom.
Did you have that one as well?
Yeah, I got it on screen right now. 462 Nundo. 7/23/2022 in Seattle, Washington. That's awesome.
See, that one's kind of cool. I've
got 11 Nundos. 11 Nundos. Pidgeot, Gengar, Snivy. But I do have the Rockstar Pikachu. So this will be the one I take up. That'll be the one I take up. All right, you ready to get back up in here?
Yeah, we're ready to take a nap real quick and then just come.
Joe got 4 Nundos in the last week. That is crazy talk.
What?
That is nuts.
That doesn't even make sense.
Mosh Pit has the same Nundo Cowboy hat Snorlax. Nice. There was a chase for that one. Everyone was going nuts on that.
Yeah.
That wasn't at the Bob. That wasn't the park crawl. The Bub crawl. That was at the park. That was where all those dangly things were. Wasn't
that
it?
was the pub. No,
it was where those dangly things were. Wasn't it?
No, it was at. I don't know which bar it was.
Really?
I remember it was like a tight squeeze, and we were like JT Valor was there.
Oh
yeah, it was.
I don't know. All right, let's get back in here.
All right.
And we are back from our break. Thank you so very much for that. Just want to take a moment to recognize some of our patrons. Huge thanks to our gym leaders, Ben, Brandy, who's a new patron, SP and Willow, Herbert, KJ the Man, and Matthew. And KJ, thanks again for upping your patronage last week. Special thanks to our executive producer, Xander, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Monkey Bread, Tish Smith, and Kate the Cons. Gang. And a very special shout out to Trainer Mystic for supporting us on Patreon at our Elite 4 tier. Good looking out, Trainer Mystic. Appreciate you. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us and all the other different shows on the network. We've got 8 shows on the network. Check them out. all different types of Pokemon stuff on there, which is cool. But you can grab some merch, all that good stuff.
That's more than I can count on one hand.
PokemonProfessor.com. All right, Adam, really quick. MLB. I'm not a sports fan in any way, shape, or form. I like F1 racing. It doesn't count. It's motorsport. But the MLB is partnering with Pokemon Go to knock it out of the park.
I like
with a new
hockey.
partnership. I like hockey. I just started watching Shorzy. It's like a hockey show. Anyway, Pokemon Go Club branded merchandise, exclusive in-game avatar items, time research, raid battles where trainers have a chance to catch Pokemon with a location background, which is amazing. And I am lucky enough to have a really awesome Pikachu. And I will pull it up now. Give me 1 second. With that has a background. Hold on. Of course, I'm unprepared right now. Give me a second, world. I'm sorry.
Well, that's
so
good.
Sorry.
At least you're unprepared because
Here you go.
I don't even have.
So it's a Pikachu with the Florida Marlins.
I could do Boston Red Sox.
The Florida Marlins background, which I was traded from Terminal, from the Essex County group. Good looking out. Hooked me up with this. Such a cool background. But
that's really cool.
Yeah,
could you get close enough to the New York Mets?
I mean, I would need to drive there. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know where the raids are going to be in location to the, if you could tailgate and pull this off, I don't know. But I've got a couple postcards from like stops at ballparks, which are pretty cool. It shows the team logo. But on the blog, we'll link to it in the description, of course, all the different games for the season, starting July 2nd, ending September 7th. So through the summer, couple different ballparks across the league, which is pretty cool. But in-game avatar items exclusive. So if they don't put this stuff ever in the shop, this is a really cool flex. Like, let's just say you're a Seattle Mariners fan and you go to the Mariners game and you can get an avatar item of the Mariners jersey. That is like such a cool flex. Absolutely cool, and very, very cool way to personalize your avatar, because we've had like branded stuff before, right? North Face, Fendi, all that, but like the sports is a little bit different when it comes to, people wearing sports clothing. It's very personal for a lot of people. So I think this is super cool and a super cool flex. I'd love to see more of this, and not just with MLB, other things where there's exclusive merch for your avatar. I think that's cool. I think that's a cool way to kind of bridge the gap between physical and digital. Love it. But yeah, let us know if you can make it out to any of these. Invite me to those raids. Is it in person only for that? Wait a second. Raid battles where trainers have a chance. It doesn't say that it needs to be in person. Yo, we need to find a Discord that's going to be doing raid lobbies for remotes at these ballparks. Oh, this is a cool collection. This is a collection challenge. This is a collection challenge. Like, getting backgrounds from every single one of these. That's so cool. That's a flex. That's so cool. Nick says road trip to Fenway. Yo, I'll meet you there. That's awesome.
Let's go. That's what I was thinking. I'm literally looking it up right now. I'm trying to find like if I can see a map that shows like Pokestops in and around Fenway.
Well, we're going to talk about GoFest Global, which is the last weekend of the month, 28th, 29th. We're going to talk about that in just a second, the details of that. First, I want to bring up what my plans are for the weekend, and I'm going to be busy. And I'm going to pull it up on screen here. I'm doing the Lured Up Podcast GoFest Global New Jersey Campfire Community Tour. That is a mouthful. Where each day, Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be spending 2 hours playing with 3 different communities each day. I'm starting up in North Bergen on the 28th at James J. Braddock Park. Then I'm going to go to my hometown in Elizabeth to Warnanko Park. I used to, when I worked for Volkswagen, I worked for Volkswagen for 15 years up that way. And I grew up a block from this park in Elizabeth. This park means a lot to me. I put a bunch of stops there and I just love this park. Excited to go back. That's Warnanko Park in Elizabeth. Then I'm going to close the day at Marine Park with the Red Bank crew on Saturday, and then do dinner with them and all that. On Sunday, I'm going to Rutgers University in New Brunswick to play on Queens campus with, this is the best name of a campfire community ever, Meetups for Shadow Raids. That's literally the name of the campfire community. I'm like, bro, why don't you change it to like Pokemon Go New Brunswick or something? He's like, I don't know. We just never changed it. I was like, that's awesome. And then I'm going to go over to Edison, play with Joe, who's in the chat at Woodbridge Mall. Grew up going to Hoodbridge Mall. So excited for that. And then I'm going to end the day at Garden State Plaza in Paramus, playing with Wayne and the Nutley group in Essex County. That should be a 400 or 500 person check-in day. So really excited to get in front of a lot of people and meet a lot of people. If you see me, come say hi. I do not have it in front of me. I'm so unprepared. Oh wait, no, I don't have it. I'm going to be giving away GoFest pins. I've got GoFest enamel pins, and I'm going to be giving out a bunch of stickers. We've got Lured Up stickers here. So come see me at any of these events that I'll be attending, these ambassador events. And if you go to luredup.com, I have links to each campfire event. So if you wanted to check out and RSVP to any of these campfire events, just go to luredup.com, and you got links to the GoFest right there. I'm also going to have some recording gear on me. So if anyone wants to record for the show, just tap me on the shoulder, say, hey, let's
take him up on it.
record
Please do,
something.
because we were at GoFest and he did not want to push record.
This is true. This
all he
is
said was
absolutely
push the
true.
button.
Oh, and
he never did it. So
I will be
force him to
force me.
be
But I
being on
will
the
be
podcast.
interviewing all the ambassadors from each of the communities. So I'll be putting together a little segment for that, featuring all the different ambassadors.
Here's an ambassador.
No, and all these groups are kind of different sizes, which is really exciting. Essex County, 400, 500, 600 person check-ins. We've got Red Bank, who's pushing 100 now with some of our events, which is great. The Rutgers group might be 30, 40. So it's like it's exciting to get and play with different people and in different locations. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. But let's talk global, Adam. Wait, you said you are playing with Rochester Group? Is that the plan? Is that the play?
I mean, I do have Saturday off.
All right, Nick, you heard it here first. He just said, I'm definitely going to Rochester for Saturday all day, 10 to 6. I'll be there playing Jetpack. That's what you just said, right? You're going to be there from 10 to 6 playing the whole time?
You were coming.
No, not me. Not me. You. I'm you. I'm the voice of Adam. The voice of Adam has spoken, and it said that you're going to be in Rochester from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with no breaks, just water, just drinking water and playing.
Yeah, I will be there for a time.
10 a.m.
Probably
to
be
6
there at the
p.m.
start, honestly.
Probably be there what?
I'll probably be there at the start.
Get there at the start, man. That's the best time. That's the best time. People's energy is high.
And I can RSVP, I can check in, I can do all the cool things.
Yeah, at GoFest in Jersey City, didn't check into a single thing when I was there. What's wrong with me? At Campfire open the whole time, didn't check in. What's wrong with me? Could have found an event. Anyway, Let's talk global. This is so exciting. It's for everybody. It's the accessibility there's no more FOMO. You don't have to have the FOMO. June 28th and 29th, it is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Long ass event. Just like previous years, 8-hour long event, 4 habitats that rotate through the day. So you get one swing at them for the first 4 hours, then they'll repeat the second 4 hours. So there is some strategy when it comes to how you want to plan out your day, when you want to take your lunch breaks and all that. So we'll talk about it. Reggie's here featured, of course, which is cool, but this is all about Volcanion. Volcanion is looks really awesome running around in the map. I had it as my buddy walking 40K to get that special research done from GoFest Jersey City, but really excited to see Volcanion in the game. Some of the big event spawns are going to be Skidoo and Klefki. We did have Skidoo in Jersey City, but the Klefki is a very, very nice addition here. And then Shiny Pokemon debut, and we saw this at Jersey City, but Frigibax and and Carbink, which is great. Give me a reason to want to hatch Carbink or get Carbink, because the Carbink is like the most frustrating hatch on earth when it can't be shiny. It's just like you just keep getting it. So excited that this thing could finally be shiny. In the raids, tier 1, Frigibax, and then all the different Dapper Pikachus. If you've got these Dapper Pikachus and you see me, let's trade. I got 2 red accents. I'll trade you for any of the others. 3 stars. Let's see. 3-star. You get the costume Phalanx, and then up top on Saturday, Zamazenta. On Sunday, Zacian. Plan accordingly. Which research you're going to go with, what direction you're going to go with, which day works better for your raids. Pay attention to that. Event-themed Pokemon will be appearing in the wild. Here's the schedule for the habitats. So 10 to 11 and 2 to 3. 11 to 12 and 3 to 4. So it's that loop of, first 4 hours rotates through each of the habitats, and then that repeats again. So we have the Moonless Volcano. Adam, you want to run through these spawns? Do you happen to see this one? I'm so excited about one.
Duskull, Gothita, Golett, Fletching, Skrelp, Fuecoco, Flabebe, Red Flower.
We get
now
the
that's
Flabebes.
New to us, correct?
We get the Flabebes. Finally, dude. This is the chase. And Carbink is the
Flabebe and go.
Dude, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. I think I traded.
So I'm going after all of the Flabebes and the Carbinks.
I think I got one of the Flabebes from Couple of Gaming when they were here in Seattle. I think I got one of them. I think JT Valor gave me another one. But I need, if you want the full line, now's your chance to really put your head down and grind on that. The Galvanic Dojo. This name is hilarious. Machop, Electabuzz, Teddiursa, Scraggy,
we've got
Chespin.
Machop.
Yo.
You got it.
Yellow Flabebe. Do you see the theme here? You see the theme? The Flabebes are here.
Yes, but I already have the Flabebe.
Okay, well, what about the Hypnotic Tundra?
Which you can't really tell that it's shiny. Well, we haven't got there yet.
Well, we're here. We're at the
blue.
We're at the Hypnotic Tundra. It's got the blue Flabebe.
Below that, Swinub, Spheal, Piplup, Snover, Muna, Elgium, Bergamite, and the blue Flabebe, and the Frigibax. So this is probably going to be the craziest one.
Yeah,
because everyone's going to want the Frigibax, everyone's going to want the Flabebe.
Yep. And then in Face Swamp. Yep.
So this is like very small.
Yeah, the orange Flabebe is the rare one. So a little bit different, but I think I'm agreeing with you. The one to really focus on.
I already have that one.
Hypnotic Tundra.
Blue.
The blue and the Frigibax.
Better not. Okay, so basically you don't have lunch during the third hour.
12 to 1 and 4 to 5 is Hypnotic Tundra. So that's where I'll be probably driving.
12 to 1, you better be playing. Do not have lunch.
Yep. And then they have different spawns on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is Chansey. I'm good. That's what I need. Skarmory, Larvitar, Shieldon, Shelmet, Vullaby, Oranguru, and Goomy. And then Sunday, I kind of think I like besides Chansey being on Saturday, I think I like the Sunday spawns better. The sword spawns. I don't know how you feel about this. Yep. Galarian, Farfetch'd, Cubone.
I like the Galarian.
Routes, Carablast, Ponyard. The Carablast and Ponyard are holdouts for sure for a lot of people. Same thing with the Galarian, Farfetch'd. Dino, Passimian, and Jangmo-o. But dude, Jangmo-o, why? Why Jangmo-o?
Yeah, there's no reason.
It's so dumb.
No reason for it.
This could have been anything.
Incense encounters. For ticket holders, the following Pokemon will be attracted to incense, excluding the daily adventure incense. The Moonless Volcano, Torkoal, can be shiny. Galvanic Dojo, Skidoo, can be shiny. Hypnotic Tundra, again with the blue. Pachirisu, that's a huge one too.
Yep.
I think I really enjoy the blue one. That's going to be the best.
Was that Chicago 2018?
Only reason. Yes.
Yeah, right?
I think so.
Yep. Yeah, Face Swamp.
I hope so.
Non-shiny Klefki.
Face Swamp for the Klefki.
Non-shiny Klefki. Like, I guess this is the first time the masses are really getting Klefki, so I understand why it's not shiny here. This was a little weird how they laid this out, showing us the unknown that are available, spelling sword and shield. Rather than spell sword and shield, they put them in alphabetical order. So it's like if you read it, it's like for Saturday you can get Dehels, and then on Sunday you can get doors. Why wouldn't they just spell sword and shield?
Yeah, what a missed opportunity.
Put it in alphabetical order? It's so funny. It's so funny. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, man, the gameplay is stacked, and there's habitat differences. There's daily differences. There's daily incense differences. There's exclusive Pokemon to certain habitats. So highly, highly, highly recommend getting your act together and studying through this blog to figure out when the key times for you to play are, because you're going to need to take a break.
So basically, it's just 12 to 1 and 4 to 5.
That's a good That's time to play.
Make sure you drop an incense and you're good.
Yeah. According to my day, 12 to 1, I'll be driving, but 4 to 5, I'll be playing. So I gotta pick up the slack.
Use Palkia to see more, because they'll be harder to find. So you want to be able to see as many as possible.
Yep.
Make sure you're dropping lures. Make sure you are using party play, getting all the benefits possibly can. If you can share your items, share your incense, share your star pieces, share your lucky eggs.
Yeah, if you've got a ton of items, hold off on sharing.
Like I have so many lures.
Like, see if you can get people to share. Well, you're down to one lure?
No, I have plenty of lures. Okay. I just need. I have one incense right now.
Incense is one of those things that I think they've done right by us with the price. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the pack of incense is solid value, especially when they upped it to an now they're going to make it like 600. Scopely's taking notes. They're like, they think the incense is a good price. Time to up it, say.
Podcast.
Monopoly Go department. The guy walks in with the monocle, leans into the room. He's like, 600.
Listen, remember when I said there will be signs? When you know that like Scopely's taken over, there's a freaking Pikachu with a monocle. You cannot tell me that was not planned.
So fun. So let's all remember though, this GoFest cycle is all still a Niantic production, right? So like this is still the deal has gone through. So a lot of people are like, oh, they've got hyper training. This is Scopely's influence. They have $20 for the Go Pass Ancients, the one for the Reggies with the golden bottle cap. That's $20. That's a Scopely thing. Like, the game still says Niantic on. I don't know when that's going to flip over to where it says Scopely, but like Campfire still says Niantic associated with it. Wayfarer still says Niantic associated with it. Like, none of that stuff has changed. It's still Niantic support on Twitter, so like that stuff hasn't changed yet. So we're gonna I remember being very surprised when they were like, the post came out that the deal was done. I was like, are we going to see the logo? I immediately ran and rebooted the game. I was like hoping that it was going to say Scopely like right then and there, but it didn't. But Nick says he has 50 lures and downtown Rochester will be popping. See, that's what I like, man. Good old fashioned lure party. I remember, you know what? We need to do that again. Back in the day, the early years of this show, we used to do contests for lure parties. Remember that? And then I would send people gift cards so they could buy a bunch of lures for their community, and then they would send back pictures of their community all lit up. It was a beautiful thing. We need to do that again.
For sure. And or have like half-hour mini meetups where you're just like, listen, we're just gonna have a lure party sponsored by us, and just drop.
Someone has a Switch, bro. Get some golden lures going, man. That makes for a good time. That makes for a real good time when someone's got some golden lures going down. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. But we want to know what you're prepared, how you're preparing for GoFest Global. Get in touch with us in the next week. You can email us, luredup@pokemonprofessor.com. You can leave us a voicemail. Send us some screenshots. Send us a ball check. Your Pokeballs. Send us your balls. Let us know where you're at. I'm I'm lucky, right? Because I have stops everywhere. I work on a stop. I go to Red Bank. I'm 30-minute walk. I can hit 150 stops, whatever. Something crazy. So it's like I,
Wow.
I'm lucky.
I can hit 2.
But when I left GoFest Jersey City, I had 200 Pokeballs left, and I went in with 1,500 Pokeballs. And I went in with like 4,200 Ultra Balls, right? And I did fine with that. I hand caught everything with Ultra Balls the whole weekend. I didn't really see, I went down to like 3,300 or something like that. And again, after spinning, but the Go Plus being on 24/7 for pretty much the whole weekend I was ripping through my regular Pokeballs. So it's like, I'm fortunate that I had time to recover to restock, because same thing for Global. I'm going to be relying on the Go Plus a lot. Jersey City was probably the Go Fest that I played the least. And again, this is a by no fault of my desire or anything like that. And it was well worth it. I just spent so much more time with people, interacting with people. It was the best thing ever. I wouldn't trade it for gameplay any day. But I played the least because I was just giving my attention to the community. And I really relied on the backbone of the Go Plus Plus. That was like my bread and butter for the weekend. So if I wasn't prepared going into Global with at least 1,000 Pokeballs, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like, again, like, just to reiterate that, like, people were playing in different ways. Like, people are using the Kyurem like adventure effect to be able to catch Pokemon easier. Like, knowing how hard these Pokemon are going to be to catch, it's like, maybe if you're going to be traveling, like walking a lot and not just kind of like hanging out in one like central location, and you're going to actually be like moving and relying on the Go Plus, maybe the Kyurem adventure effect is the play.
Yeah. No, we had a couple people come up to the when we were doing the notable trader thing. They're like, yeah, I'm running Kyurem. He's like, and I'm just letting the Go Plus do its thing at a better odd. So I'm back up to 1,759 Pokeballs, which is crazy, because I was down to 200 after Go Fest, and I'm up back up over 4,000 on the Ultra Balls too. So I'm set. I'm lucky. My balls are in good shape.
1,571 Pokeballs.
How many?
1,571.
Oh, you're stacked. You're good. You're golden. You're golden. You're golden.
No, I think I got down to like 800 or 900 during Go Fest, so I've recovered pretty well.
Nice, but but let us know how you're prepping for the event, what you're looking forward to. Keep us posted. We're excited for the event. And, it's still a week away. We'll be recording one more time before Global, but then we'll get down to the nitty gritty and talk about raid builds and all that kind of stuff. But
so send us your tips if you have any good tips, because like,
stay hydrated.
I don't know. I just I have a lot of Dynamax. I have a lot of XXL. I don't know what to keep. How you guys organize or anything like that?
Just keep buying more storage.
Here.
Just buy more storage.
Yes, I could do that. I could totally do that. You're right.
It's so dumb.
Well, not with you can't buy storage, and you can't buy a remote raid pass when you have 183 coins.
Gotta get on that gym game, bro. Get on that gym game. It's 350 coins a week.
Listen, I'm in gyms.
You gotta find opposing. Your son is on the same team as you, right? You're both Instinct?
I'm in 2 gyms.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Yo, this is how crazy Jersey is. So we had on Friday at Go Fest in Jersey City, we had the hottest day. It was like 86, 87 degrees, right? Then it kind of cooled off, even though it rained, down to the 70s. It's going to be 100 degrees this weekend in Jersey. Jersey is crazy. It's like a 40-degree swing over a couple days. Not looking forward to that. I'm hoping Go Fest has some better weather for Global, because I'm gonna be out there.
Yeah, here Saturday is supposed to be like 83.
Oh man, that's so nice. That's so nice. I want San Diego weather, man. Give me partly cloudy, 65, 70. Oh, glorious. All right, Adam, that's a show. We did it. Is there anything else, or that's a show? That's a show, right?
I think that's a show.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Please check out luredup.com. Connect with us on social media, all that good stuff. Big shout out to our patrons. But Adam, if that's a show, that's a show. I think that's a show.
That's definitely a show.
Keep training, trainers. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Thank you,
Bye,
chat.
everyone.
Appreciate everyone for being here in the chat. Later.